Well, good morning. Today is Friday. Tomorrow's my weigh-in day, September 21st. I did get on the scale this morning. Oh my gosh. I'm doing way worse than I thought I was doing. Way worse. So today's the day. Back on track today. I'm not even waiting until tomorrow. I'm going to have a huge, let me tell you, huge gain tomorrow. So I got to prepare myself for that because it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good on your permanent record. Did you hear that a lot when you went to school? I don't have any plans for today. I'm going to eat healthy. Look, I got my apples over there. I got my peaches over there. I got my bananas and tomatoes over there. I have one grapefruit left. I have it in the refrigerator. I had purchased it before I had gone on my vacation, and I left it in the refrigerator so it wouldn't go bad. But the grapefruits lately, I think Florida had a frost or something, or bad weather or something. Not a frost. It's too summer and a frost. That would be record breaking. Definitely be like my shirt. I do see a lot of squirrels. When I was yesterday driving, I have to pass the cemetery. It's the cemetery I wanted to be buried in. But Christy didn't want me to be buried there. She wanted me to be buried at the one where my mother and my father and my brother and my sister are. Because I am not a grave goer. I do not go to your grave. So I go to your funeral. I go to your grave. I don't watch you going in the ground. I just can't do that. Although I did watch Susie going in the ground, and it was traumatic for me. I'll never do that again. But and then I don't go and visit you anymore. I just don't. I just don't feel that you're there. I mean, your body's there, and I know it's morbid, and I don't mean to sound morbid, but I just, when I go there, I just don't think of you as being in the ground. I just don't. I just feel you all around me wherever I am, so I don't feel like I need to visit you in the grave. That being said, Christy is a grave goer, which is good because she keeps her and Mary, my sister Mary and my brother Michael, are grave goers. Mary does somewhat. Not as much as Christy and Michael, but Mary does somewhat. And then they go and they put the plants and the flowers and they keep the upkeep and they do that, which I know you need to do. I know that needs to be done. But so anyway, Christy wanted me to be there. So my brothers and my sisters, we all have a whole row. So we're going to be together all of eternity, which we were anyhow. I keep telling her that. But she said this is easier because she can just hook up the hose and just walk down the line. Not that the place where we're going doesn't take good care of it, but you know, you got to give it that little extra special care. But anyway, so I was going to the bank because, well, first of all, I was going to pick up Alyssa because Alyssa, Jimmy got caught in traffic and she was at her girlfriend's house and Jimmy had to pick her up. So I went and picked her up. So I had to drive past the cemetery and this squirrel ran right in front of my car. I had to stop. And it stopped in the street and it looked at me, and then it continued out across the street. So then I went and I picked up Alyssa, and obviously that's the same way I'm going to come back. So as I'm coming back, I'm sure it was the same squirrel, because he ran in front of my car again and stood there and looked at me again. It's like, what are you doing back here? And then it continued on its way. And I told Alyssa, I said, that squirrel has a death wish. It's by a cemetery, and it's running out in front of cars. It's got a death wish. And she just kind of laughed. So then probably about 2 hours later, David called me and asked me if I would come and pick him up and bring him to his girlfriend's house because tomorrow is homecoming and she's having a party at her house, and he wanted to go to her house and surprise her by hooking up all of the, you know, music equipment and stuff like that and straighten up the basement and things while she was at work. And he doesn't have a car yet, so I said yes. So as I'm driving, which to get to David's house, you have to pass the cemetery, and I know it was the same squirrel. It ran in front of my car and stopped again, looked at me like, you again? What are you doing here? We went a different way home because his girlfriend lives a different way. So I don't know if it was, I don't know if that squirrel was out to tempt me or what. I don't know. But anyway, I am feeling a lot better. It's starting to break up, and so that's making it worse in a way, but then that means clear sailing. And tomorrow, we have the air conditioning on today because it's supposed to be up to 90 today. But then fall is officially coming tomorrow in autumn. Why is fall and autumn the only ones that have two different names? Winter is winter, spring is spring, summer, summer. But fall can either be fall or autumn. And I know it's because of the falling leaves and stuff like that, but spring they bud, so why don't we call it bud? I don't know. Maybe I'll start a new trend. We'll call it budding. Anyway, so I have the air conditioning on today, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be really cold and cold the rest of the time. And I'm looking forward to getting back to my walking next week. Birdie and I are going to start our water aerobics class on Monday, so you'll start seeing Birdie on Mondays and Wednesdays. And this was supposed to be Sandy's Successful September, but this is like Sandy's, I can't even think of a bad word. Well, I can think of a bad word. Who am I kidding? But one that I would want to say out loud. It's not stupendous, because stupendous failure. I'll have to think of something. If I think of something, I'll let you know. But no, I'm going to go back to, it's going to be my successful month, because I'm going to turn this around. I've only got tomorrow and next Saturday to kind of turn it around. I've re-entered my 30s, which annoys me to no end, because as you know, I do not like to get back into that set of numbers, and I am firmly, not even tiptoeing in it, I'm firmly into the 30s now, and that disgusts me. It really does. But I'm still trying to think of an S. I can think of a lot of good things with an S. Well, what do you want? Sandy. S. What do you know? But anyway, anyhow, so I'm going to, yesterday I was going to watch my YouTube videos and I got busy doing other stuff. But today I'm going to catch up. I have to catch up because I am so far behind, and it's just I have to catch up. And then stay on track. My plan, stay on track today. I'll show you all my food, even my snacks. And with that being said, I'm going to show you what I'm going to start off with, because I am hungry. I'm going to start off with a peach and some water, because I think that I'm by no means a scientist, and no way am I a genius. But that's from Ice Age. I'm a genius. I think that I threw my metabolism all out of whack eating so early. I've been for years and years and years and years and years just eating 2 meals a day. And I don't do it as an intermediate fast or anything like that. It's just something I've grown accustomed to. And it seemed to have worked for me in the past, but eating earlier, it's really thrown me off. I wake up hungry. When I'm eating twice a day, I don't wake up hungry. But now that I'm eating poorly, I wake up hungry. I wake up, and I think a lot of it is all the carbs I'm eating. I think that sugar and carbs want you to have more sugar and carbs. And not to say that you shouldn't have sugar and carbs in your life. I've gone to the extreme, is what I'm trying to say. So I do still have my earrings in to remind me, you got this, you can do this. And I still get mistaken for a man, even with the earrings in. So I don't know, it's my haircut, it's my glasses, it's my body shape, it's all them things rolled up into one. The only thing I wish is that I had $1 every time somebody mistook me for a man, because I'd be rich. I'd be rich, rich, rich. So, okay, enough blabbering. Let's go, let's get busy living, because that's my plan. Okay, let's eat. I'm gonna have some oatmeal today. Feeling kind of hungry for that. I wanted to thank, I started my day with a prayer, and I drank 60 ounces of water so far. I want to thank Bernice Hicks, who gave me this quote: falling down is an accident, staying down is a choice. I have to get back on track. I just definitely have to get back on track. So I'm going to have 0 for my egg, berries, banana, tea, grapefruit, and water. 4 points for a half a cup of dry oatmeal, and 1 point for a quarter cup of 2% milk. It's a 5-point meal. So I still have 18 points left for my dinner. I got to get back on track. I just can't delay this another day. Okay, I didn't show you my dinner. I forgot to film it, but Jim went to Subway and I got a sub. I got an Italian sub, and he went and got it for me, and so he knows how much I like vegetables, and he ordered me something that I would have never gotten, but it was really good. But it was an Italian sub with spinach and cucumbers and onions and pickles and green peppers. It was very good, but it was fattening. It really was, because I ate the whole thing. It was really good. I had a bag of chips with it, and he bought me a Coke. So I'm so looking forward to tomorrow. I really think I'm going to gain about 8 or 9 pounds. I really, in my heart of hearts, know that that's how much I'm going to gain. It has been 2 weeks since I've been there, which is not an excuse, because I did really well last week. But I just, You know, the old Sandy showed up and I opened up my arms and welcomed her once again, and I'm going to say goodnight to her tonight, and tomorrow morning I'm going to welcome back the Sandy that I like, because that Sandy that I had this week had me eating everything and anything. I'm feeling better, so I know that I can't use that as an excuse, and I just know I got to do better. I just got to do better. I've had my week vacation, and no, now it's back to business. Back to business. Face the music. Because if I don't go tomorrow, it's not going to change anything. I'm still going to have a weight gain no matter what. It's just I'm going to be fooling myself into thinking that I didn't. I need to be made aware of how badly I've been doing this past week. And just get back on track. That's all I can do. That's all I'm going to do. And I'm just going to do it. So give this video a like, even though there wasn't really much to like about it. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, because next week you're going to see a whole different me. You're going to see the old Sandy coming back. The old good Sandy, not the old bad Sandy. This week you saw the old bad Sandy. Next week's going to be the old good Sandy, because I'm getting back to eating healthy, and I'm going to change up my meals a little bit and just do something different. I have to do something. I mean, not completely different, not radical, but something better. So, okay, talk to you guys in the morning.